Welcome to Colin and Coco's daily maths workout 2.2. So we're focusing on subtraction this week. And so we're going to start today with workout A and then again workout D. Okay, so workout A, have a little look at this lot here. You can see that they're all 2-digit subtract single-digit calculations. Okay, so you might be thinking about what can you do to work these out. A lot of them will be using known facts. So for example, if you had something like 26 subtract 4, then you think that actually I can see that the number I'm taking away is fewer than the ones I've got. Yeah, so actually I can just use my known fact of 6 subtract 4 is 2, so 26 subtract 4 will be 22. Okay, so try to use your known facts if you can. You've got some here where you're subtracting 9. So for example, if I was thinking about 26 subtract 10, hopefully I can calculate that my 10 is going to become 1 less. If I think about what does 26 look like with my 10s and my 1s, that's 26, yeah? So if I'm going to take away 10, I'm left with 16. But if I wish I'd only taken away 9, I've actually then got to put 1 back, haven't I? Because I took away too many. So when you're subtracting 9, maybe think about, well, could I take away 10 and add 1? That might be something you've looked at school as a mental strategy to calculate that. Okay, so the idea is to complete these as quickly as you can. Try to use your known facts, then come back and we'll mark them. So here's our answers to subtraction workout 1, workout A. So check your answers, see how you got on. If you've got any mistakes, just have a little look, see what went on, okay? Right, so let's have a look at this game then. Takeaway game. 2 sets of cards 1 to 9. So you could use ordinary playing cards for this, yeah? So you can think about using playing cards. You've got your numbers on them. You could just get 2 sets 1 to 9 and use those. There's some cards at the back of the pack you could use. I've got some cards that I'm going to use here. So we've got to shuffle the 2 sets of cards together and deal 3 cards to each player. Okay, so 1 for you, 1 for me, 1 for you, 1 for me. So we've got 3 cards each. Let's have a look at the cards, and you've got to make a 2-digit and a 1-digit number. Okay, so actually if we swap these over, if this is player 2, it matches what we've got on the sheet there, look, okay. So there's our 2 sets of cards, okay. So the idea now is that you're aiming for a larger answer, but you're using subtraction. So I'm going to make a 2-digit number and subtract a single-digit number. But if I'm aiming for a large answer, I'm not going to start with 36 because I could make a bigger number. I could start with 46, which would be bigger. Oh, even bigger, I could start with 63, or I could start with 64. So maybe I want to start with the biggest number I can and then subtract the other number, okay? So my calculation is 64 subtract 3, so my score is 61. So player 2 then, these are their cards, they need to think about what numbers they can make. Well, they could do 57 subtract 8, okay? But then they're going to have a lower number than mine, so they want to make a big number. There we go, 87, and subtract 5, so their answer is 82. So their answer is larger than mine, so they score a point. Put these cards back in the pack, shuffle, deal 3 cards each again, and the first player to get to 5 points is the winner. What you could do then is practice playing it with 2 digits, subtract 2 digits, so we could have 4 cards each. Okay, so with my 4 cards, I'm going to make 2 2-digit numbers. And again, we could be playing for the largest score. We could play for the smallest score. So play around with the rules. Create your own games based on subtraction. All right. So for this one, I might do 98 subtract 36. Off you go.